Time now to see what's making news around the world.
UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has had a crack at Elon Musk for meddling in British politics and democracy. He's spoken out after a barrage of online attacks from Musk, who described Starmer as despicable, accusing the PM of being complicit in the cover-up of a historic sexual abuse scandal.
Those that are spreading lies and misinformation are not interested in victims. They're interested in themselves.
A tough day for Kamala Harris. She's had to certify Donald Trump's election victory.
Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes.
In stark contrast to when Trump supporters stormed the Capitol in 2021, the ceremony unfolded without incident.
The American people should be able to take for granted that there will be a peaceful transfer of power.
And after 9 years in the top job, Justin Trudeau is resigning as Canadian Prime Minister. On the nose with voters and his own party, he's decided to step down.
If I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option.
But it was the threat of a trade war with the US that forced his hand, Donald Trump trolling Trudeau, suggesting Canada simply become America's 51st state.
Well, Steve Clemons, editor of The Washington Note, is here to tell us why Trudeau bid adieu to his 9-year run in power. Steve, Trudeau was the hottest thing in politics back when he was elected. Just how did it all fall apart?
Like, he was a handsome guy. He was the guy with the big smile with all the problems. He was the sunny ways prime minister. And you know, it just shows that, you know, having a smile, being positive, you know, got him 10 years in office, and that's nothing to laugh about. But when it comes to dealing with a bully, you know, across the border, that probably took the veneer and the mystique off of Justin Trudeau a bit. And he's having to step down because people doubt him at home and they doubt him internationally right now.
So what is his legacy going to be? Because I know he was presented, as you just said, as this sunny prospect, but I also remember quite a few controversies.
Well, look, I mean, I think he emerged in a very surprising way as an unexpected prime minister a decade ago whose party did better than expected. And he tried to position Canada as a progressive force in the world and as someone that was always on the moral right side of things. But the truth is a little darker in some ways. You know, he's also an oil and gas prime minister. He's also a prime minister who's got to deal, you know, with the realities of trade with an America that is turning its back in some ways on Canada when President Trump comes in. And in some ways, his look and his fiscal policy, and I think the biggest thing that took him down was Chrystia Freeland, his deputy prime minister and finance minister, who just said you can't smile at every problem. You've got to be tough and deal with real issues.
Steve, Donald Trump is clearly no fan of Trudeau, calling him the governor of Canada, which is kind of funny. Did Trump's re-election have anything to do with Trudeau standing aside?
Well, look, I think Trump's re-election has exacerbated for a lot of Canadians the weaknesses of Trudeau's style vis-a-vis Trump coming in. Trump not only calls him the governor and said that, you know, Canada would be a great 51st state. I don't know if you saw what Trump said today. He said he'd drop all the tariffs for Canada if Canada just merged with America. And so, you know, he's basically telling Canadian people you're not a real country. And I think that kind of behavior. And remember, Trudeau went down to Mar-a-Lago.
And stuff.
Yeah, Trump went down. Trudeau went down to Mar-a-Lago to kind of get approval from him.
I say the same about New Zealand. We're coming for you. Now, Steve, while we have you, we're a couple of weeks out from the inauguration. How are things looking over there?
Look, it's going to be the richest, biggest inauguration ever in Trump terms, way bigger than 8 years ago when he came in. He's got billionaires giving personally, like Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, gave $1 million personally to the inauguration. Tech companies are giving tons of money to the inauguration. They're all trying to buy Donald Trump's love. So it's going to be a lot of money, the most expensive inauguration in American history, and it's pretty calm.
Have you got your Trump dance down pat yet, Steve?
I do. You know, look, Davos, the World Economic Forum, is starting the same day. I've got this big dilemma. Do I stay for the inauguration or do I go to Davos in the World Economic Forum? You tell me what I should do.
Yeah.
you go.
Switzerland, here you come. Steve, thanks for your time.
Great to be with you.